another edition of Zone on the Road 2006. I'm your host, Tiffany Shiflett.
And I'm your host, Annie Russell. And this summer, we're spending our time traveling down the West Coast.
As you can see, we have got the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge and San Francisco Bay right here behind us. And last week, we spent our time here in San Francisco, but today, we are going to be traveling along the coast south of San Francisco.
So you guys better stick with us because, as the locals say, we're going to have a hecka good time.
West Side!
That's so not cool.
Loser. All right, guys, let's...
Alright, so here's the story. We get stuck in traffic after we get a detour. We're hopeless, have no idea what we're gonna do, and what do we come upon? Dinosaurs, that's right. If maybe you think your pink flamingo or your lawn gnome isn't working out for you, I suggest you stop here in Half Moon, California at Spanish Town. Pick yourself up a steel giant T-Rex. Looks good. Come here, I'll show you. Now listen. Now you hug her. You gotta hug this. She can knock and hug. Knock, hug. Okay, alone time. Thank you. No, seriously, alone time. Dude, it's not funny anymore. It's not funny, camera guy. It's not funny.
This one gonna hit him right here.
So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God.
Gotta get into this.
Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? I think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair. I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died.
Yes,
we
he
can
did.
give him my sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my
Let me
hair.
get up in this verse right now. I'm thinking back to when we first got down. I only groped, but when you searched, I found. Snatch quick, though you knew how I acted. That's what's sick. I was a pick that you drafted. A backflip with a split couldn't be more backwards. In fact, that's classic. I love to see your tactics, but I think back to when I shrink back when the real beat is real deep. I really thought you could never feel me, cause my shirts were double X when really I was a small. Double shirts for the effect when really it wasn't called for. Pants baggy, they sagged and dragged on the floor. But I was never that bored to show the back of his drawers. But I did hang, kick slang, me and my boys did. Rock do-rags till it put a crease in our foreheads. And on the surface of the set we were worthless, but I'm glad you purposed to love us and you made us your purchase.
So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God. Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? Or think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair? I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him our sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my hair.
Aqua Week, so many people never heard of the name. Yeah, they heard the word Jesus, but never heard of his fame. They feel cut off from him, not just cause of their sin, but because of their clothes, hair, or their color of skin. And they've been afloat, drowning in sin. We're in a boat, yet they've never been approached, cause we see him as different folks. God's all for universal. He wants you in a circle, he wants you in the do-rag, and he wants you in the purple hair. Now you could just take a cursory glance at the word and see God made the plans of diversity. Is there one godly ethnic group in the church? Should we all wear one polyester suit? Or maybe rock sandals and robes? No ham, I suppose. When we meet, maybe we should only eat salmon and loaves. Should we only like the organ or the violin? I'm inquiring, I admire men up in the choir band women. But 1 minute, why do some people assume that God's iPod got no tunes, they got the boom bap? He's with white, with black, with Asian, with rock, country jazz, with rap. So
Man sees the outside, but God sees the inside. No matter your outside,
No matter.
to faith he'll come into inside. Man sees the outside, but God sees the inside.
See your
No
heart.
matter your outside, to faith he'll come inside. So many people are hurt inside, don't even know him, even though they might have heard of God. Can he love me? Will he hear my prayer? Or think I'm ugly when he sees my clothes and sees my hair? I heard of a savior, heard he bled and died. We can give him our sins and we can get his life. Yet I wonder for me if he will even care when he sees my clothes or when he sees my hair.
that's what I'm saying right there, man.
All right, so here's the deal. Tiffy and I have been begging and pleading to to get the crew for at least 4-5 hours
At least.
to stop at a beach because, you know, we're in California, we're dying
We
for
need
a
a
beach.
beach.
And you know what? Even amongst the fog, we found one.
We are now here at San Gregorio State Beach, and yeah, like Annie said, there is quite a bit of fog, and that might make it not seem like the most beautiful beach, but it's a beach, and we're here in California, so why not make the best of it?
Exactly. So you guys are going to want to make sure you stay tuned with us because if there's a hot spot to be found along the coast, we're going to find it.
Oh, you bet we are. So you want to keep traveling along with us as we have got more coming at you from Zone on the Road 2006.
So in San Francisco, it is okay to be conservative.
Continued to make our way down along the coast from San Gregorio to now Pigeon Point Light Station.
Now, here's the story behind the lighthouse. Back in 1853, a ship named Carrier Pigeon actually wrecked on these rocks right behind us, and a few years later, Congress decided to build this lighthouse so it wouldn't happen again.
And you know, Annie, I hear that's because this was a very important area for shipping.
Well, while Tiffany and I explore more of this area, you're going to check out this video by Paul Wright, Take This Life, right here on the Zone.
Forgive me for the words I spoke before they ever left my throat. My heart would rather rebel than obey. Forgive me for this life of sin. I know I need a new beginning. Lord, I've gone astray. Take this life, make it yours. Do what's right. Oh Lord, you gotta take this life. You gotta make it right. Take my flesh, take my pride, take the sins I try to hide. Take my doubts, take my fears, all the pain and all the tears, and I fall down on my knees, Lord. I'm begging you, please, Lord. Take the shame, take the blame. It's all the same. Take this life, make it yours. Do what's right. Oh Lord, you gotta take this life. You gotta make it right. I don't wanna live a life that's compromising to the king. I'd rather live for you than live for me or anything. I don't wanna live a life that's compromising to the king. I'd rather live for you than live for me or anything. Take this life, make it yours. Do what's right. Oh Lord, you gotta take this life. You gotta make it right. Take this life, make it yours. Do what's right. Oh Lord, you gotta take this life. You gotta make it right.
All right, so earlier we told you about the light station, But Pigeon Point also has something called Whaler's Cove.
And from the cove and even Prisoner's Rock, at times you can see harbor seals. And if you go out further, you can see gray whales, blue whales, and humpback whales.
Hence the name Whaler's Cove.
I'm gonna catch a whale.
Rudy, you can't.
Why not?
This place is protected by California state parks.
Man, Schwarzenegger trying to hold her brother down.
Keep it locked on Zone on the Road 2006.
Alright, so Tiffany and I have found another cool spot along the coast.
We are now here in Santa Cruz, California at the Natural Bridge Park.
Now, if you don't know how these babies form, it forms over years and years with water.
I know.
It's so crazy.
Isn't it pretty awesome how God can make that just by using water?
You know, speaking of water, what kind of happened?
I thought I'd check things out, and I guess I got a little too close. Tide's coming in, getting high, and
Alright, so, well, Tiffany and I get our feet in the sand, build some sand castles, maybe.
make sand angels.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't want to get my hair. You can check out the special from Jenny Wilder at the Underground.
Hey, I'm Jenny Wilder, hanging out at the Underground here. Starting to feel a little bit like Kirk Cameron though, because the rest of the crew left me behind. But poor jokes aside, yeah, it's actually pretty cool because I've been watching Staple in concert for a while now. Staple's here in Cincinnati promoting the Rock for Life benefit concert tour, and yes, just because I know you're wondering, Rock for Life is a pro-life organization supported by pro-life bands. So if you want any more information on Rock for Life, just go to, you guessed it, rockforlife.org. But because I know you love the Underground just as much as I do, while you're surfing the web, check out theug.com. That way you know when all of your favorite bands are going to be gracing our stage here at the Underground. But before I kick it back to the dynamic duo in California, let's check out some of tonight's concert highlights.
The proverbial sunrise coming up over the Pacific, and you might think I'm losing my mind, but I will shy away from the specifics, 'cause I don't want you to know where I am, 'cause then you'll see my heart in the saddest state it's ever been, and this is no place to try and live my life. Sorry that that you gave me. Who I am ain't who I've been, 'cause who I've been only ever made me. So sorry for the person I became. So sorry that it took so long for me to change. I'm ready to be sure I never become that way again. 'Cause who I am ain't who I've been. Who I am ain't who I've been.
Welcome back to Zone on the Road 2006. We're here at Santa Cruz, California at the boardwalk.
Now, the three of us have had a very long day traveling down the coast, so we figured what better way to end it than with a little bit of fun.
That's true, but the fun's not gonna last that long as we head north up to Edna, California to the JH Ranch.
Well, just because we're out of town does not mean you can't contact us. Why don't you go right now and hit us up at our website at www.surfthezone.com.